Guys, thank you so very much for your patience. Took a couple of OBS restarts. Man, it feels like when one thing goes wrong, literally everything goes wrong. But good thing we got that all out of the way now. And we're going to have a really, really great losers finals to watch. So, now you guys can finally get a good solid look at both of our team comps. Once again, I'm going to just throw out the team names and everything for you one more time. On the blue side, we have Team Cashm0ni. In the top lane, we have WTF. It's a Lion on Scion. In the jungle, we have Phantom of Dusk on Nautilus. In the mid lane, we have Battle Money on Lux. We have Feast and Monkey in the bot lane on Graves and Leona. So we did have a couple of lane and role swaps, something that's totally okay in this tournament, as long as they gave the other team a good enough notice. So Lanny, take it away with our red team.
Yeah, don't forget to change that the champion order in the bottom. But alright, so it looks like everyone's spreading out and just covering their entrances, making sure no one is gonna get ganked or invaded in the jungle. Very safe, very defensive. Nothing too aggressive like we've seen before. Team Cashm0ni, they have been known for getting aggressive, doing a 5-man invade, but this time looks like they're playing it safe.
And on the flip side, we have Atik 711. Usually we see all these like crazy level 1 movements like, alright guys, we're gonna go here. Sometimes I see them doing like the whole LCS lane swap wars. But Awesome, Penguin Shadow, and Yeknam are just spamming laugh over and over again. So it's really good to see both teams having, well, at least one team having a lot of fun. Because this is ultimately what the tournament is about. Bringing our club together, getting to make new friends, and I guess just spam. It's gonna get really annoying. These jungle camps need to spawn quickly. And now
You guys are trolls!
Oh, that's fun to see.
Alright, so standard starts, everyone's getting their leashes as normal, and we have Devin Chang and Battle Money just having it at each other in the middle a little bit. Maybe a tickle.
Something I'm really excited to look out for in these matchups, I'm really excited to look out for Feast and Monkey on Team Cashm0ni. When that level 2 hits for Leona and Graves, probably the deadliest level 2 bot lane combo in the game. Leona has access to 2 forms of CC, the root with her Zenith Blade, and the stun with her Shield of Daybreak. And Graves can just dash forward, get the bonus attack speed, and just buckshot directly to the face. And considering that Graves did have a recent buff to his buckshot that makes it stronger when he's point blank, it's going to be really, really scary. So I'm excited to see some blood.
Who do you bet's gonna get first blood then?
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, Lanny, you have to guess really quick before somebody dies. Who's going to get first blood for one
I'm gonna give it to Feast, just because.
Feast going to get mystery skin. Monkey goes in, trying to get that mystery skin for Lanny. However, Feast not close enough to follow up. Does get the full stacks off onto Monkey. So that level 2 did not go as deadly as I thought it would for Leona and Graves. A lot of damage being taken.
I mean, it is very common, and looks like Yeknam was prepared for that. He had his shield ready, and he blocked a lot of the damage. Monkey getting a little bit too deep, and it looks like Atu. Should I say Atu or Awesome?
I've been calling him Awesome, but you can say Atu.
Atu. It just sounds so funny to say. But yeah, Atu, he knew what he was going against, so he played it safe, and he went back. He stood behind his support.
He has the worst thing going in as a Leona saying, alright, I'm going to mess you guys up. And then Braum saying, no, you don't. Stand behind me. I protect you. I don't know if that's what Braum sounds like, but...
It's just funny that his choice of weapon is a door.
It's supposed to be like a magical door. I know, right? It's kind of... Oh, but Monkey saying magic door or not. Let me come through. However, they're not going to fully engage on that. That Braum shield really mitigating a lot of the damage from the Graves buckshot.
Yeah, Feast is taking a lot of damage. He's, you know, a little bit below 50% of his health, while Altium is still healthy as always. However, they are on the lower side for mana.
Yeah, Graves, one of those caster ADCs, really has to be careful bursting too much of that mana, because especially if you go completely your only escape in your quick draw is gonna be gone. So Feast, we'll see if he wants to save onto that mana pool just a bit, because he still has enough for one decent spell rotation to get off in an all-in. Maybe he can still get that first blood laning. I have hope.
I have faith too. Looks like the junglers are heading a standard path upwards. Maybe we'll get a gank in top lane. Ooh,
We did see a binding land onto Devon Shea. However, Lux, like we said in the pregame, very, very mana hungry early on. So even though Battle Money did land that snare, not a whole lot she can do but just stand there and kind of pop her passive. Well, once Lux starts getting some mana regen items, when she picks up that Chalice, more likely than not, should be seeing a lot of annoying coming from that super shrill cheerleader.
I mean, it's just the combo of her skills and her passive is enough to get Devon Chang out of lane. Like, if he has to go back to heal, then it's gonna be more beneficial for Battle Money.
Definitely, and looks like Phantom of Dusk did ping the mid lane, does get spotted out by the pink ward. So it looks like Devon Chang gonna have a decent amount of warning.
Maybe he's gonna get some extra change in his pocket.
30 gold, most of a pot. Let's go.
Worth.
I'm gonna be really paying close attention to where these junglers go, because we all know that Devon Chang is generally the player they look for on Atik 711 to carry his lane. That's why a lot of times he targets at least 1 or 2 bans. His Xerath usually got permaban. The fact that he picked up Ziggs made teams ban Ziggs instead. But then again, they left the Ahri open. Devon very, very strong on Ahri. So if Skarner can come in, try and get Devon snowballing, I anticipate a lot of scary things happening for all the other lanes. Because Ahri is terrifying when you see her pop up into your lane, because one charm can be devastating.
Penguin Shadow getting a gank on what of
Penguin Shadow, however, just completely ignoring me, talking about snowballing the mid lane. Goes in for WTF. It's a line in the top. It's a very brief stun, however, he's going to have to... Oh, that was a beautiful flash to come in and interrupt the unstoppable onslaught. However, Phantom of Dusk, realizing that his buddy needs help, comes in, misses the dredge line. So it looks like both teams going to live to fight another day.
Yes! Feast, get that first blood!
Lanny's still in it. You know, I bet on you twice the other day that you would get first blood.
That's your fault.
It's all good. However, we do see Phantom of Dusk, however, saying, hey, you mess with my friends, I'm going to mess with you. Gets the root down onto the Maokai. Gets the full knockout. Dredge line landing as well. However, A1 Joker, beautiful flash under tower. He was completely out of mana, almost out of health too, but still going to survive, keep Lanny's dreams alive.
Yeah, so it looks like both Penguin and Aeon Joker's flashes are down, so Summoner is down in top lane. We might be seeing a little bit more ganks on top, and there goes the teleport too, so there won't be any presence from Aeon Joker in bot lane or mid for quite a while.
Yeah, we'll have to look and see how this really affects the team's inclination to go push for a dragon maybe, considering that WTF It's a Lion does still have that TP available, and he doesn't really need a ward directly on the Dragon Pit to meet a TP threat. If you have a ward like somewhere top of the river, he can just teleport to it, ult, and just completely say surprise and jump on everybody. Lux Final Spark being used to wave clear, completely out of mana after that one though.
Yeah, she knew she had to go back, so might as well get that lane pushed out so that she doesn't take too much damage on the tower.
Did you play much Lux in Earth mode?
I love Lux.
Oh,
she
that was
is my first. She's the first champion that I tried to master when I started this game, just because she was pretty. Ignore me, I'm a girl.
First champion I tried to master, I think, was Annie.
Really?
Because I heard about this guy. Because I heard about Annie-Bot, the guy who climbs a challenger playing pretty much only Annie. I'm like, I could do that. Got to Silver 3, which is pretty much challenger, I'd say.
Sure. In your world.
When my
Penguin
Korean league
Shadow.
skill is gonna kick in. Yeah, Penguin Shadow looking for something.
Yeah, he's peeking. They know
Does
that
have
there's a
level
ward
6.
in the river.
Skarner ult are probably one of the scariest things in the game, because it's like everything you see in a horror movie. You see the big giant scorpion come in, just drag you away as you're screaming, "No! Somebody save me!"
It's worse when you have a combination with a Nocturne ult. Right into the darkness.
Oh, but no, don't even talk about that. Because right when you hear darkness,
It's
you know,
getting
everybody
dragged.
starts walking backwards. Doesn't matter if you're in your base, under your Nexus turrets. You're walking backwards because you're like, okay, Nocturne, definitely coming for me. But speaking of interruptions, that was a terrible segue. We do have a pause. A staple in online tournaments. Everybody gets ganked by the internet now and then. We saw in our earlier broadcast OBS ganking me.
Yeah.
But all right, so Lanny, let's talk about some things. What are some things we have to look for in this game? All the laners about hitting level 6 or just about getting there. What are some deadly lane combinations that we really have to look out for?
I'm expecting Phantom of the Dusk. He's almost 6. He currently is level 5. He's a little bit behind, but I'm sure he's going to get those golems and hit 6. Or he could be camping in the back of the bottom lane and try to mooch off a little bit more experience to catch up. As soon as they all hit 6, there's going to be a wombo combo bot lane. Because we know Penguin Shadow just visited bot, and that gank didn't happen very well. So once he leaves, Atuum and Yeknam might not be expecting a gank to come back on them.
Always a really interesting strategy to use as a jungler, because a lot of times, like, I know, especially when I'm playing, maybe it's because I'm not really good at League, when I see the jungler pop up and I see him leave, I'm like, alright, this guy knows he's not going to kill me, he's probably going to leave. But camping is so effective. That's why it makes people so mad, because it works so well.
Yeah, but there's a line that you draw when you camp. I mean, there's certain points where you shouldn't be camping too long.
Is true, but like you said, Phantom of Dust hitting level 6 after knocking down Geodude and Graveler.
Penguin's actually peeking in the mid lane though, expecting him to be flashing onto Cashm0ni.
Okay, so Battle Money, really tricky situation. Great flash, avoids the slow. Penguin Shadow does show mid, so they're having a free license to go in bot. Beast can still pick up first blood to pick up the mystery skin for Lanny. Yeknam, however, doing a great job at zoning away everybody else, keeping the duo from Atik 7-11 alive. No first blood just yet.
But I did call that gank, so you have to say that was pretty good.
Pretty much first blood. I'll give you the mystery skin after the game.
Yes! Sweet! Dude, I called it word for word. Hit 6 on the golems and goes bot lane to gank.
You heard it here first, folks. Lanny can tell the future. For only $5.99, Lanny will read your fortune, tell you exactly what's going to happen in your life. Lanny, will I ever find love?
If only you changed the color of your shoes.
Speaking of color, he's going to color that Yeknam the color of a stun. Yeknam getting locked down real quick. Feast! Yeah! First blood! Grace manages to lock down the first blood onto the Brown. Lanny wins a mystery skin from me.
Wait, don't I get 2?
You get 2. Feast picks up a 2-piece after he quick draws in and unloads the collateral damage into the face of Awesome. So this Graves really taking advantage of that early game burst that he has, getting himself to a nice 2-0 lead in the bot lane.
Okay, you owe me 3 skins now.
I'm gonna be so broke.
Penguin Shadow, he came a little bit too late there for his teammates. At least he's protecting the tower from falling or taking too much damage, but he wasn't able to reach to there. Devin Chang hovering a little bit over on the top.
We did see Devin Chang come in. He does miss his charm, so this looks like Battle Money gonna make it out of there relatively safely. Ultimate being down for Devin Chang might attract the attention of Phantom Dust, who we do see coming in from the side. Devin a little too far away.
Oh, that BM! He's laughing.
The control 4 is real. I love Nautilus. When I went to LCS that time with our club, I picked up a little Nautilus figurine.
Oh, that's
to
cute.
sit next to my little Leona figurine. I just like champions who can jump on the backline and just mess everything up.
Nautilus is very strong. His kit is amazing. He has slow, stun. He's huge. It's just so hard. When he's sitting on his AD carry, you can't click him. It's just almost impossible.
It is very true. Nautilus having those 4 forms of CC in his kit, one of them being rooted in his passive. So this guy, if you get him on your face, it's going to be really hard to get you out.
Yeah, definitely. Both middle lanes, a lot of trading, but not enough action. Both of them playing very safe, but not fully aggressing too much. I mean, both of them are very skilled players, as we've seen throughout the tournament. But you know, it looks like there's a lot of trades. Mana's going down. Neither of them seem to be getting blue, have they?
I didn't see any of the junglers hand over blue, so maybe they don't like each other very
Ooh,
much.
bot lane!
Bot lane going in for a fight as we're talking about blue. Both teams going really. It looks like Penguin Shadows is the one coming in for the gank this time. Beast, however, doesn't manage to pick up a third. He goes down to the support. Yeknam picking up both there. So
He's
Braum,
doing me proud!
Door getting
I
even
applaud you.
stronger.
Good job, Yeknam. Carry that game. Atuum devoted to the support.
That was a really good time to get him out. Looks like Phantom of Dust doing his best. Nautilus having the decent wave clear with the Riptide, making sure that they're not able to take that tower just yet. And that's something you generally want to do, or you see a lot of bot lane duos do, like prioritize that early tower, because if you're in an unfavorable lane matchup, why would you want to stay in lane for any longer than you have to if you can't freeze it under your tower? So it looks like they try to go for that tower, unable to fully finish it off. But like the support picking up 2 kills, how much is that going to affect Awesome's progress?
I don't think too much because I'm sure he did get both assists. Yeah, he got 2 assists, so he's not that far behind. It seems like he has pretty much the same items as Graves with a 2-1 lead, and probably just lacking a few pots. He has a nice ward, so I guess he's doing his support job. He's warding, guys. Just kidding. Everyone's supposed to ward. Please ward, guys. It's not the support's job.
I'm in silver. What's a ward? What's a ward? But I do know what a gank is. Phantom does. I know he wants to go for this. Gets the anchor toss onto the wall. Devonchain completely out of mana, so takes the full brunt of all of Nautilus's CC. Cashm0ni finally picking up some blood in the mid lane, and it looks like he picked up blue. Finally, doesn't get blue from the jungler, but does get blue from the other mid laner. Good play.
Good enough. He got a blue anyways. I mean, we talked about this. Nautilus is such a strong champion. He can take so many turret hits, and he still lives to tell the tale. As long Cashm0ni did the damage, of course. But sure enough, he did enough damage, picked up the kill, and now he's just doing a lot of harassing on Penguin Shadow. But Penguin Shadow was able to clear and just defend that tower.
I always say I love watching fights go down in the top lane because it's pretty much 2 guys just slapping each other over and over again and saying, "All right, man, all right, we cool."
Yeah, we haven't seen much presence from these top laners. They both have teleports, but they haven't used it much besides getting back into their lane. Looks like Penguin Shadow's peeking in the bot lane again.
In the bot lane, feels like these junglers are coming in one at a time. No real crazy counter games coming down in this game so far. I would love to see a 3-on-3 in the bot lane with TPs coming in all over the place. Penguin Shadow, however, does show. Just shows up, gets the ward into the bot lane bush.
Maybe. Oh no. It looks like he was thinking about visiting bot lane as well, but knowing his teammates had to back off, he had to back off as well.
A little decent wave that he has to pick up too.
I said as well twice in one sentence. I love my grammar.
You want me to see how many times I can say as well? I think I can beat you.
Let's not make this a competition.
I agree with that as well. Leona looking for a gank in the mid lane as well. Devonchain getting chunked down to about half. Monkey does have that solo player available. That has a really, really long run. However, Cashm0ni might get taught by the Nightmare. Gets dragged under the tower or close enough by Penguin Shadow. Doesn't look like they really had the follow-up in order to finish that kill off. Looks like WTF hits a line and Venom Up does coming in a little too late for that. But a lot of pressure being applied to this mid lane, finally drawing the attention of AON Joker on Maokai. Let's see how this plans out for everybody. However, it looks like Awesome and Yekdam are opting to push in this bot lane instead. That was a massive amount of damage from one buckshot and one crit that came out of Feast. That must mess up their plans to shove a lot.
Monkey barely missing that root there. Could have got a nice gank, counter gank, and I don't think they're able to pick up Yekdam, but it would have been a nice, trade after doing a lot of damage to the bot tower.
In the top lane, we did see Phantom of Dusk get caught up by Maokai. He went in for the twisted advance before realizing Sion was there to break up the fight.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be dying in top lane for a while. Like you said, it's just, a wet noodle towel, whatever fight. Whichever wet noodle towel.
Something is wet or moist at the very least in top lane.
Yes.
Stay tuned later, ladies and gentlemen, for CSU of League of Legends After Dark.
Okay, so it looks like the first tower of the game has fallen to bot lane. This is going to open an opportunity for finally maybe picking up a dragon. That dragon's been sitting there, sleeping for the longest time. So
yeah, we see a lot of these teams in this tournament either going for dragon right away or really electing to go the safe way, because I don't feel like they're really looking to get into these massive team fights right now. And considering the crazy team fight potential that you do have from Team Cashm0ni, with the Scion in the front line, the Leona, the Nautilus, and even the Lux dealing out a ton of CC from the back line as well. T711 playing a little bit on the back foot. But I anticipate after the first big fight, we'll probably see Dragon.
Yeah, looks like they're moving towards Dragon right now as we speak.
Lanny, you are a fortune teller and a half.
You know, I'm just that good. Just kidding. I'm not.
So what do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to look for this? They do have everybody kind of split up, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen.
And we know Aeon Joker has his teleport up, but it looks like they're not going to be moving onto it. I'm surprised. Everyone was there, but they didn't make anything happen. Why do you think so? Why do you think they gave up that dragon so easily?
I feel like Team Cashm0ni got there a little too early for Maokai to really be useful in the dome. I feel like it barely might have worked out, but like I said, again, considering the team fight potential of Team Cashm0ni, they're probably playing a really, really scared. However, Penguin Shadow gets caught out by the binding. Final Spark gonna land on two, and the Solar Flare gonna lock them down as well. Nautilus getting a two-man knockout. WCF into line says choo-choo from the back line. Devin Chang doing his best to Spirit Rush out of there. Gets the roar down, but doesn't manage to get the knockup. Devin Chang, however, does respond with a kill onto Monkey. So while they did trade 1-for-1, looks like they're still going at it though.
Ooh, the bait!
Lion. Oh, but he's Phantom of Dust. Gonna flash in. Gonna Rook Eknom in place with the follow-up from Lux as well. Devin Chang saying, whoa, 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 whoa. I was just kidding, guys. It was a prank, bro. Dashes back through the gate, saving his own life.
Is Atik? Oh no, he didn't make it back!
Feast, he got the backstop. Feast and Awesome are gonna go at it right now. Feast, however, the better duelist early on with that Graves passive, completely shrekking Lucian in that 1v1 bot lane. Feast probably saying, yo, man, keep an eye on my YouTube for that MLG 1v1 montage.
Oh, Devin Chang getting a buzz cut right there.
Cashm0ni probably disappointed that didn't finish him off. That was real close.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Devin Chang had a nice, you know, deep breath there because he had that laser go straight through his tails. Oh man, so it looks like Team Cashm0ni has the first dragon and they are also leading in towers. So I'm sure as we look at the gold, they're definitely in the gold lead. Yes, by 2K. Not a big gap, but if Team Atik 711 keeps letting this grow and not capitalize on those objectives, then they might, you know, have to say GG for this game. You can't let that gold gap grow too much.
And especially considering who the gold is on, there is a massive 1.6k deficit between the two ADCs. Graves being really, really strong in laning phase, as we saw, considering that he has 4 kills already. And considering that his mid game, especially if he gets ahead, very, very hard to stop as well. If they really focus these fights around trying to get Lucian caught in the bad spot, because Lucian really not doing as much damage and not hurting quite as much as Graves right now. Lucian not even having boots yet. I don't think he realized that.
They do have similar items, but yes, he is lacking those boots. But I don't know. He does have a really nice kiting capability. I don't know if he's running maybe some cooldowns on his masteries, but it does help with that. You know, I feel like for Team Atik 711 to turn this around, they need to be able to pick off at least Feast.
No, definitely, especially against like Nautilus, Scion, Leona, you're really not going to get past them. If you do get past them, you got to write the other team a thank you note for mispositioning that badly. Because honestly, with a team comp like that, you just need to stand together and you pretty much win team fights.
I mean, Penguin Shadow just has to get a nice flash ulti. Oh, Feast!
Feast, however, coming in the top lane. WTF into line, goes in for the unstoppable onslaught, tries to get the knockup onto Joker, but doesn't manage to connect with any of it. Feast doing a lot of damage, not quite enough to tread through that Glacial Shroud that Maokai has picked up. In the mid lane, however, noticing that there's a lot of action going down in the top lane. Looks like they might be trying to go for something. Awesome realizing that very, very scary ADC not there. Finally rotating over.
Yeah, Feast is capitalizing on those towers. He knows he needs to get those objectives, so that's down. Devin Chang getting caught out.
Raggy. Devin Chang getting caught out. However, manages to Spirit Rush over the wall at the very last second. However, we do have a bit of a collapse coming in. We see Monkey on the back line, but his teammates just a little too far behind him. TP coming in from Joker. Vengeful Maelstrom right onto Battle Money, trying to mitigate as much damage as he can. However, Awesome being the one completely focused by these tanks. He goes down at the hands of Battle Money. Devin Chang trying to come back in, do as much damage as he can before he goes down as well. That is 3 down for Atik 711. And right now, they're looking for other people, but it looks like everybody else gonna make it away safely. They're turning their eyes towards Baron.
Yeah, definitely Penguin Shadow and Aeon Joker. They can't really stop this. This is a 5-man on Baron. Maybe a steal, but that's just going to be a miracle for them right now.
I will give you 5 mystery skins if Maokai steals it with a sapling.
I'm thinking about that. He just has to throw it over the wall, but I don't think he... I think he's smart enough that he knows it's not going to be a bright idea to sacrifice his health or his and go on like a death timer just so they can get this Baron.
Definitely the smarter decision, not opting for the Hail Mary miracle sapling touchdown toss all the way from mid lane.
But that would be really awesome.
That would be sick. Like, I would upload it right away. We'd be like, hey, stream, we're done for tonight. I gotta upload this clip.
So it looks like Feast is really ahead. He is 5-1 and 2. There's not a lot of deaths on Team Cashm0ni right now. Being Monkey being the feeder on their team. Report him. Just kidding. Awesome. He's just trying to catch up in the CS. Not too far behind. Just around 20 CS behind. All he needs to do is just get really good team fights in. But I mean, we saw before. What a I almost said the full word. What the F? Yeah. What the F? It's a lion. And Phantom of the Dust going straight in on him, it's going to be hard. And here goes another dragon.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything that Atik 711 can do to contest this. WTF, it's a lion all by himself, giving the BM dance to zone everybody away complete, especially when a team fight comp this strong has a Baron buff on top of them. The last thing you want to do is go in 5v5 and say, yo man, we got this. Probably not going to get this.
Yeah. We already seen the team fight capabilities. They're not working so well.
Working so well at a hover. Penguin Shadow getting a little overzealous, get caught overextending, but is going to be able to flash out of there in time. Battle Money picks up one on the jungler. Devin Chang on the sidelines trying to get down as much damage as he can. However, AON Joker trying to take as much damage, but not having the follow-up from his backliners. Looks like Graves does pick up a kill by Awesome and Yeknom, the dual bot lane, forced to go on the retreat as they lose yet another tower, bringing Team Cashm0ni's turret count up to 4 already.
They're going to be losing this tower, and if they don't defend the inhibitor, it's going to be an open base. Devin Chang trying to do a lot of damage with the true damage, but that was a big chunk from Battle Money.
Yeah, there really isn't a lot that Devin Awesome. Oh my god! Oh. MLG Quickscope onto Devin Chang. If you told me that Battle Money's Lux was going to completely dumpster Devin Chang throughout the course of this game, I would have said, yeah, right, man. Go away. You don't know what you're talking about. But the pocket pick Lux really proving to be a huge factor here.
It's definitely a new pickup for Battle Money. We don't see him play it too much. Maybe it's a secret weapon, just like how everyone has a secret weapon. So it's really nice to see. Devin Chang, though, having a lot of kiting capabilities. Well, okay, I wouldn't say a lot, but he does have his ultimate to dodge the snare and do a lot of damage onto Battle Money. But getting caught in those snares is dangerous.
He has picked up the Aether Whip, so gonna give him just a little bit more movement speed, so it can really utilize the mobility that an Ahri's kit can offer.
Yeah, I mean, we're expecting the Echo to come out. That's going to be a lot of damage coming out from Devin Chang, but he's going to be dropping really quickly if he gets a lockdown from Monkey or even Battle Money.
It's going to be tough for Devin to really shred through Lion until he picks up a Void Staff. A lot of times you'll see players when they're building on a broke budget, they'll go for that Void Staff early because it gives a decent amount of power, a really decent amount of power.
Yeah.
For a relatively low price. So I feel like, what do they have to do to get gold onto the people that can do the damage?
It's hard. It's just Aeon Joker and Penguin Shadow right now, they need to set up those fights. Just like right now, there's a little bit of trade of what the F, it's Lion, and Aeon Joker, but they're not doing any damage to each other. Penguin Shadow, previous two fights, he's been caught out and in really bad positions. We know that he's trying to get through the front line and try to at least get Battle Money or Feast, but it's just really hard. He needs to use Element Surprise.
However, Penguin Shadow gets caught out. However, the Solar Flare does land on two. They're going to dive on this. Penguin Shadow going down immediately. That's Yeknam going down as well. Mid-tier 2 probably going to fall as a result of that. Maokai being unable to get anywhere near there due to the fact that Lion is just keeping him busy. Look at him. He's spamming laugh in lane saying, hey, man, you just watched all your friends die. Wasn't that real sad? However, oh my god, that crit took out 70% of his damage. Feast still thirsty for this, going in super deep. But it looks like that is going to be another inhib going down. More gold going in the pockets of Team Cashm0ni. Devin Shang probably going to go down here as well.
Ooh, Battle Money with a nice heal from Feast.
Oh, Battle Money almost goes down, but manages to get saved by Monkey with the clutch Zenith Blade. Phantom of Dust and Lion by themselves. Very rarely do you see the frontliners being the one taking down the tire floor. All your backliners are the one taking all the damage to the face. But second inhib down. This is really bad.
Oh no, what the F? It's Lion. Your team left you behind.
But still, look at this. Considering that he has 4 people on him right now, look how slow that damage is going down. Penguin Shadow manages, elects to use the ultimate to secure the kill there. I don't think they needed to do that, but at the same time, it's like, oh my god, if Lion gets this, I was going to say, that'd be crazy.
I know, Awesome taking a lot of hits on from Dead Lion. A Dead Lion. Okay, so they have 2 inhibitors down, definitely open. Baron's gonna be up, Dragon's gonna be up. They can't get to these. There's no deep wards. If you can see, there's only a pink and a ward that's about to go out near Dragon, but that's not enough. They need deeper wards. Yeknam and is trying his best with his Sightstone, but the rest of the team, they need to upgrade those trinkets and get those wards in, or else they can't get the pick stick they need to.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's only one sweeper on the behalf of Atik 711.
As compared to, you see Team Cashm0ni having 3 sweepers, and 3 of the trinkets are upgraded to their highest level.
Yeah, Baron coming up in about 5 seconds. I feel like Atik 711 completely aware of the fact that this Baron is going down. However, I'm not sure if they got an exact timer on it, so maybe they're not exactly sure. But this is a Baron that I feel like, even though you're completely behind, you have to try and get a pick around here and try and stop it. Because once they get this Baron, the fact that you have 2 inhibs down pretty much means you're handing over the game on a silver platter, barring some miracle misplay coming out of Team Cashm0ni.
That is true.
Considering the massive team fight potential they have, really hard to throw a game at this point.
Yeah, so it looks like they're rotating top to get the last towers and inhibitor. The bottom inhibitor just spawned. There's a little dancing around.
This spawn just back up. WCF is a Lion making a lot of noise on behalf of the other team. Joker, the frontliner, gets tagged by the Dredge Line. However, it looks like he is going to get dove under the tower, backing up just in time. Calling coming in from Awesome on the back line. They're looking for a target still. Not sure if they're going to want to dive this just yet. No minions available except for the 2 casters. So it looks like they're going to wait for those supers in the mid lane to kind of push in and force a rotation. They really can be a little bit more patient here. Once they notice 1 or 2 people breaking up, I anticipate we'll see a dive. Penguin Shadow, he goes in, he sees a window, he locks the Feast with the ultimate, he goes down immediately. That's an ADC gun. However, Battle Money responds with a kill on the opposing mid laner. So that is 1 mid laner down. Phantom of Dust picks up 2 in that. WTF it's a Lion, manages to finish off the last kills alongside Monkey. So this should be game for Team Cashm0ni, going 1-0 in the series.
I mean, that was a very good effort on Penguin Shadow. He finally got that ultimate on Feast, and the whole team followed in on it. However, being a wombo combo type of team on Cashm0ni, once you're grouped up there on one person, the rest of the team will jump on you as a whole. And that was just danger in every way. I mean, earlier we saw that Cashm0ni missed a lot of skills, and they they couldn't get the initial initiation and dive under the tower, so they had to wait for a second wave. Luckily, with the Baron, it made their minions tankier and allowed a better dive the second round. Um, Even though Aeon Joker, he went back to heal, he came back in time, but it was just not enough. Team Cashm0ni is too far ahead. They were 15 gold ahead of Atik 711. Yeah, it's just the deficit's too much and the damage gap way too far.
All right, so good game to both teams. This is a best of 3 series in our losers final. Team Cashm0ni going up 1-0 in the series. So this next game is going to be match point for them. Atik 711 against the ropes on this one. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to reset the stream really quick, update our overlays. It's going to take just a minute. We'll blah 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 blah. We will be back. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Give us like 2 minutes.